Hi folks, this is Don Schaefer. Once again, I'm happy to be with you. I'm excited about the areas we've been going in. We've been going through a lot of different paths, looking at things in a different way. I know last week we talked a little bit about betting your life. We talked about the fact that, we put our time in, we put our efforts in. We're basically spending our life for whatever we want in life. And a lot of times what people bet their lives for is not what they want. And that's where I a lot of times like to bring up topics, ask questions, and direct things in a way that might help some of you to change the way you're doing and living life. And but there is a part that we've been working on, and I'm trying to develop, and that is a series on how to raise happy and successful children. And I've done a number of lessons on this, and sent out a number of newsletters. Well, this week I'm back at it again, and what we put together is talking about disciplining a child. How we need to raise up a child, and this here is something that is sometimes a delicate subject. But you look at children, and I know when I see children that are handicapped, it's kind of sad for me because I realize that they're physically or mentally handicapped. But a lot of times they do well in life. And I try to encourage them and all that. But there's a lot of kids in this world that are handicapped because of their parents. And the reason I say that is because a lot of children do not have the discipline that they need. And parents a lot of times will say, I love this child, and I want them to be happy with me. And so therefore, I let the child do whatever it wants to do. And I don't discipline them in the things they need to do. Well, that's not really love. That's saying, I don't care what the child really grows up to be. And that's where it's so important for us to realize that children go through a period of time. They go from the age of 2 to 11 years old, and some kids are different, some are not, but during that time period, their maturity level a lot of times isn't where it needs to be. And so they don't understand what you're saying to them sometimes, and how you're trying to direct them, and that's where discipline is necessary. It's something that drives home a point. And a lot of times kids can be disciplined, in the timeouts and stuff like that, but there is a level, where the child is right in your face, where it needs to be some type of physical discipline, because that's the only thing they'll understand. And I remember Billy Graham talking about a time where his 2-year-old son was angry and spit at him. And Billy Graham said, after that period of time, he said, I don't know if this kid will ever grow up to chew tobacco when he gets older, but I'll guarantee you one thing, after I was done with him, he'll never spit again. And that's where, a lot of times when children are young, they need to be disciplined. They need to be disciplined in love. And what you're doing is you're disciplining and you're reprimanding the action that they're doing towards you. You're not reprimanding them as a person. They need to know they're loved. They need to know that they're cared for. And because of that, you need to correct them and direct them. And that's where I know we're continuing. We're going to continue on this and working with trying to find the best way we possibly can raise our children and make them to be successful in life. And I want to thank you for this week, and you have yourself a wonderful week, and we'll see you next week. Thank you.